So good day everyone. For this video, I will show you on how to run a gradient descent calculator in Google Colab. So first, let's talk what is gradient descent calculator. So gradient descent is a method for unconstrained mathematical optimization. It is a first-order iterative algorithm for minimizing a differentiable multivariation function. And the main idea is to update the parameters of function based on the gradient or the derivatives of the function at the current point. Now, the application implements a gradient descent optimization using the following components. So, first, it uses SymPy symbolic differentiation. So, it uses SymPy for automatically calculate derivatives. So, it converts user function into mathematical expression and no need for manual derivative calculation. The next is gradient descent algorithm. So it updates the x position equals to x minus learning rate times gradient descent. Now it stops when the gradient is near zero or the max iteration is reached, and it tracks the optimization path for visualization. Now for the visualization uh, it shows interactive matplotlib plot shows the function curve in blue, the what in blue, and the optimization path in red, and the final minimum point in green. Now for running this gradient descent calculator, so first is we must ensure we have the dependencies. So first is we must run the pip install streamlit PineGerox SymPy and matplotlib. So as you can see here, so I have already run to have the dependencies already. So you just simply put exclamation point pip install streamlit PineGerox SymPy matplotlib dependencies. After the successful installation, so next is we must prepare the code in the cell. So to run the code, so I have already the app.py code set up in Google Colab. So we must write this in this form. So first is you must write double percent and write file, then the name of the app. So I use app.py. Now so to run the app, so we must run this one. So to overwrite our code to put in a app file. So yes, so it's done overwriting the app file. So let's check if it is. So yes, so we have here it's ready. The next is we must then run the import. So here, so we must run first the auth token from Ngrok. So you can get your auth token in the Ngrok website. So you can see there is you must register and get the Ngrok to run out to use the Streamlit in Google Colab. So you must click, so we must run this first, so that our auth token is running. So after that, so we will run this code, the import. So after executing this, so you will see the output here. So you just simply click this one to see the Streamlit app. So yes, visit site. So here, so the Streamlit app starts. So we will enter our input. So the gradient descent calculator, so it has the inputs of entering the functions, its initial value, learning rate, tolerance, and maximum iteration. Now for sample usage, so first is we will input the quadratic function like the x squared. So we will set our initial value to 2 and the learning rate of 0.1, and the tolerance is the 10 times raised to negative 4, and the max iteration sets to 1000 to get the exact minimum point. So so then we will run. So clicking the run, so you will see the result. So the minimum found at x. So you can see there. So it reached at 0, and the number of iteration is 48. So the expected output is for this one is the x is at 0, and the value of function of x is equals to 0. So you can see also here the iteration table, so on how it gets the values. So here, so next, we will move to another function. It's the cubic function, so we must change this one. So x cube with the same initial value of the initial value of x, learning rate, tolerance, and maximum iteration. So click the calculate. So there, so the expected output of this function is it decreases indefinitely, so it has no minimal point. So you can see there, so the minimum found at x 0.005765. So the the function of x is equal to 0, and the number of iteration is 570. So it is too long iterations, and here you consider it is the minimum point is at 0 now. And you can see the iteration is table also. So it's too long. So we can see here on how the values reach its find it's the minimum point. So consider 570. So the f of x is in the accuracy mode or the tolerance. Now next function is the trigonometric, like the sine function. So to input the sine function, you can simply put sine quantity of x, and with the same initial value, learning rate, tolerance, and maximum iterations. So click calculate. So the expected output is the local minimum is near x equals to 4.71, or equal to 3 pi over 2. So the value depends on convergence. So you can see there, so the value of f of x is negative 1, and the number of iteration is 111. So consider, so the blue curve is the function, and the red is the gradient descent path, and the green is the minimum point. So the minimum point is at 4.71, and in the iteration table, so we consider on how it gets the value. So see, now for the next sample, exponential function. So to write exponential, so you can simply put exp quantity and the value of x is 1. So with the same initial value sets, so we'll click calculate. So there, so the expected output of exponential it has no minimum, and the function increases indefinitely. So here you can see that the minimum found at negative 4.660, and the value of f of x is 0.009952. So you can see here, so the graph in blue is the function, and the red is the gradient descent path, and the minimum value is here the green point. So you can see there's the iteration table, so and how it gets. So it's too long. So it reached the maximum, so it stops at iteration 1000. So because we because we set the maximum iteration into 1000. So now, so for the notes, so for higher degree function like x cube and above, so we will use smaller learning rate like 0.001 or 0.01 for better convergence. And for higher degree functions, uh, so so that's the note for this one. So we will use smaller learning rate. So for example, um, say x cube is, so x cube with the learning rate of 0.1, so with higher with higher with higher learning rate, with higher degree function, with greater learning rate. So the function here, so you can see there, so this is the convergence. And if we increase our learning rate, so we can see the better convergence. So like this one, so it converge, so the graph is, so the gradient descent path follows the function, and it shows the greater convergence. So this is, so that's all for this video. I hope you learn, and you can get the code here in the description, so I will put it. So thank you.